Hey, sweet as apple juice.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup.
Brings us to the city. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180. Shot 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now Goff on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the gun on third down, Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Goff on first down. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Goff now looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Richard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Rep. My 2.
Block now on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 yards, first down Niners. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Oh, okay. I was going to go, well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there. Goff to Cup. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. This is Richard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Goff now to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Locke going to bring the offense out 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now this throw caught left side. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. On second down, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Goff's throw here finds Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And an alley to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Lock gonna throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Shotgun snap to Lock. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Lock. he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for L.A. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Richard. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 31. Goff got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skill.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Locke. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 8 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 to Thompson on the draw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 59 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
56, check 56.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Solomon Thomas racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Block now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew that. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. He's got Thompson here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Richard, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on.
Let's go now. Hey, Roy. Make you game. Check.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Locke working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
To throw it is Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. There he goes left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. And Woods has it complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. From the gun, it's locked. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here's Locke to throw. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They look to throw. It's Locke. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
On 2nd down and 4. Goff toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible.
And, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, Locke. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Thompson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Gall. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards on the punt there. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down. And now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here.